हरिः ओम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 18अधिकशततमः पाठः। भावाधिकारेणच् तथा इनुण् प्रत्ययोः अद्यतनवर्गे अध्ययनं करिष्यामः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अस्य वर्गस्य पञ्चप्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं, यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनं, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथा योग्यं कृत्प्रत्यययोजनं, कृत्प्रत्ययपरे रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः, तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्. It helps to remind these ourselves again and again. So भावाधिकारस्य अध्ययनं प्रचलत् अस्ति. Fortunately पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे अस्माभिः घञ् प्रत्ययः, अच् प्रत्ययः तथा अप् प्रत्ययः इत्येतेषां त्रयाणां सर्वेषाम् अपि अध्ययनं समाप्तम्। अद्यतनवर्गे अवशिष्टानि यानि सूत्राणि, अत्र अन्ते त्रि अथुच् नङ् नन् इत्येते केचन प्रत्ययाः सन्ति। मध्ये अपि णच् तथा इन्नुण् इति द्वौ प्रत्ययौ अस्माभिः त्यक्तौ। एतेषां सर्वेषाम् अध्ययनम् अद्य आरभ्य अग्रिमेषु त्रिषु वर्गेषु करिष्यामः। तत्र अद्यतनवर्गे इदं सूत्रद्वयम् अस्माभिः स्वीक्रियते। कर्मव्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इति सूत्रेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः तत्र णच् इति कश्चन प्रत्ययः भवति। तदनन्तरम् अभिविधौ भाव इनुण इति सूत्रेण पुनरेकवारं सर्वेभ्यः एव धातुभ्यः इनुण इति कश्चन प्रत्ययः भवति. Both of these are krut samyaka pratyayas, not very well known, not very familiar, but both of these are krut samyaka pratyayas, and our today's goal is to understand both these sutras, if possible along with the bhashyam. But if there is no time, we will keep the bhashyam aside and discuss the other stuff, but get a comprehensive understanding of these two sutras, karma vyatiharena cha striyam and abhividhau bhav inuna. तत्र प्रारभामहे प्रथमं सूत्रं कर्म व्यतिहारे णच स्त्रियां सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः णच इति कश्चन कृत् प्रत्ययः विधीयते। कस्मिन् संदर्भे विधीयते? कर्म व्यतिहारः अस्मिन् संदर्भे विधीयते। किं नाम कर्म व्यतिहारः? परस्परयोः विषये क्रियाकरणम्, doing the same thing against each other or doing the same action for each other is called karma vyatihara. So for example, say Bhima and Duryodhana hitting each other with a gada, same action is being executed against each other. Or two wrestlers fighting with each other with the same type of strokes, two people shouting at each other, two people laughing at each other, doing the same action against each other is indicated as karma vyatihara. In indication of karma vyatihara, we take that dhatu. So for example, if it is the hasana kriya, then we take the hasa dhatu. If it is say akrosha kriya, we take the krusha dhatu and we add a nacha pratyaya on the top of it. That is the basic gist of this sutram, karma vyatihare nacha striyam. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र यः प्राप्तः कृदन्त शब्दः सः नित्यं स्त्रीलिङ्गे एव भवति, अतः कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इति उच्यते। सो अत्र किं स्मर्तव्यम्? अग्रे शीट् नंबर 9 इत्यत्र पाठिताः सर्वे प्रत्ययाः क्तिन् इति अस्ति, क्यप् अस्ति, श अस्ति, क्तिन् अस्ति, अ अस्ति, अङ् अस्ति, युच् अस्ति, एते सर्वे प्रत्ययाः केवलं स्त्रीलिङ्ग शब्दस्य निर्माणार्थमेव प्रयुज्यन्ते। अनेनैव प्रकारेण अत्र अष्टमे करपत्रे पाठितः अयं णच प्रत्ययः अपि स्त्रीलिङ्गवाचिनस्य शब्दस्य निर्माणार्थम् एव प्रयुज्यते। तत्र अस्य सूत्रस्य नो चेत् अस्य प्रत्ययस्य कश्चन अन्यः अपि एकः विशेषः अस्ति। पूर्वस्मिन् अपि वर्गे मया उक्तम्, अयं णच प्रत्ययः धातुभ्यः यदा विधीयते, धातु प्लस णच प्रत्ययः इति कृत्वा यत् कृदन्तं सिद्ध्यति, तस्य कृदन्तस्य तादृशः एव भाषायां प्रयोगः न भवति। तस्मिन् कृदन्ते तत्र नित्यं कश्चन एकः अन्यः तद्धित प्रत्ययः विधीयते। So this is a very unique case where we take a dhatu, we add a krut pratyaya, and the system, the prakriya is not yet complete. We are forced to add another tadhita pratyaya on the top of this krut pratyaya. We are going to see all this in today's class. So vyatihare strilinge vachye yatra nach pratyayah bhavati, tatra nach pratyayanta shabdat nityam aya iti tadhita pratyayah vidhiyate. So you have the dhatu, you add the krut pratyaya, then you add the tadhita pratyaya, and then you add the stri pratyaya, because obviously this word has to be used in the feminine form. So you need a stri pratyaya, tap, dap, chap, neep, nish, some stri pratyaya is needed. So you have to add an appropriate stri pratyaya, and thus it becomes a train of pratyayas before we reach the final answer. We have dhatu plus krut pratyaya plus tadhita pratyaya plus stri pratyaya. So कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र रूपसिद्धिः भवति. सो अत्र सूत्रस्य किञ्चित् प्रारम्भिकं व्याख्यानं दृष्ट्वा तदनन्तरं शास्त्रस्य विषयान् अपि पश्यामः. तत्र प्रारम्भे कर्मव्यतिहारस्य, किं नाम कर्मव्यतिहारः? समानक्रियायाः परस्परं प्रतिप्रयोगः. सो कर्मव्यतिहारस्य निर्देशार्थं स्त्रीलिङ्गे वाच्ये धातोः कर्मव्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन नच् प्रत्ययः भवति. So understand, a nach pratyaya does not impart the necessary feminine pratyaya along with it. It just says that when I add a nacha pratyaya, the result will be used in the feminine form, which means an appropriate tab, dap, chap should be added on the top of it. So स्त्रीलिंगे वाच्ये कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन णच प्रत्ययः भवति. This णच pratyaya is only used in the bhave sense, not in the akartari karake sense, anabhidhanat. तत्र सूत्रे एव उक्तमस्ति क्रियायाः व्यतिहारः. It is the action which is being done against each other. Action is nothing but the bhava, so it automatically, we can conclude, appears that the pratyaya or the sutram has a limited scope for the bhava. It has nothing to do with akartari karaka. So there is no reason to explicitly block it, by giving a word in the sutram. Vyatihara itself is a strong enough word to tell that it is about the actions rather than about the karakas. So samana kriyayaha parasparam prati prayogaha asti, अतः णच् प्रत्ययः भावे एव भवति, अकर्तरि कारके न भवति, तादृशः प्रयोगः न दृश्यते, अनभिधानात् इति वदामः. अत्र पाठितः णच् प्रत्ययः स्त्रियां क्तिन् इति पाठितस्य क्तिन् प्रत्ययस्य अपवादरूपेण विधीयते. दिस इज ऑब्वियस. स्त्रियां क्तिन् अग्रे नवमे करपत्रे इदं सूत्रं प्रारम्भे एव विद्यते. स्त्रियां क्तिन् अनेन सूत्रेण किमुच्यते? सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः स्त्रियां क्तिन् प्रत्ययः भवति. सो मन धातु स्वीक्रियते चेत् मति, bhakti, kruti, chiti, stuti, and so on. So various very well known ti ending words ending with ti are generated using striyam ktin. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः क्तिन् इति प्रत्ययः स्त्रियां विषये भवति. तस्य अपवादत्वेन कीदृशः अपवादः? सन्दर्भ विशिष्ट अपवादः अस्ति. So in general you will get a ktin pratyaya, but when the context is about karma vyatihara, we will get a nacha pratyaya as an apavada to ktin pratyaya. So ktin pratyasya apavadatvena nach pratyaya bhavati. Now here we have to understand one very important thing. In krudanta prakaranam we have vasarupa vidhi. So asarupaha apavadaha utsargam vikalpenaiva badhate. Atra nach iti apavadaha ktin iti utsargaha सः उत्सर्गः अपवादस्य अपेक्षया असरूपः अस्ति, अतः अयम् अपवादः उत्सर्गं विकल्पेनैव बाधेत. अतः पक्षे क्तिन् अपि अवश्यं भवति, परन्तु तस्मिन् विषये किञ्चित् अनन्तरं पश्यामः. We will discuss that particular point in details. But the point to understand right now is क्तिन् प्रत्ययस्य अपवादरूपेण अत्र णच् इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. णच् प्रत्ययः धातोः विधीयते. कृत् सम्यक् प्रत्ययः अस्ति. तस्मिन् प्रत्यये णकारः इत्सम्यकः, ऑब्वियसली णित् कार्यार्थः अस्ति. चकारः इत्सम्यकः, चकारः विशेषणार्थः अस्ति. चकारस्य वस्तुतः प्रयोजनं तु स्वरविधानं, परन्तु यत्र प्रत्यये एकः एव स्वरः अस्ति तत्र चकारेण स्वरविधानस्य न किमपि प्रयोजनम् इति बहुवारं वर्गे अस्माभिः पठितम्. अतः यत्र यत्र केवलम् एकाच् प्रत्यये चकारः विद्यते तत्र सः चकारः विशेषणार्थः नो चेत् अन्यकारणेन तत्र प्रयुक्तः अस्ति. अत्रापि अयं चकारः विशेषणार्थः अस्ति. किं नाम विशेषणार्थः? तर्हि अग्रे अस्मात् णच् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दात् कश्चन अन्यः तद्धित प्रत्ययः तद्धित प्रकरणे यदा पाणिनिना वक्तव्यः तदा अस्य प्रत्ययस्य साहाय्येन तत्र विधानं क्रियते. So the corresponding sutram in the tadhita prakaranam comes all the way at the end of tadhita prakaranam 5.4.14. Nachah striyam aya. So you see nacha being referenced over here, and in order to match this nacha, and a harmless anubandha called chakara has been used. णचः स्त्रियाम् अय इति तद्धित प्रकरणे विद्यमानं सूत्रम् अनेन सूत्रेण णच प्रत्ययान्त कृदन्त शब्देभ्यः अय इति तद्धित प्रत्ययः स्वार्थे विधीयते. स्वार्थे इत्युक्ते तद्धित प्रत्ययस्य योजनेन अर्थे परिवर्तनं न भवति, परन्तु तत्र कश्चन तद्धित प्रत्ययः, कश्चन इत्युक्ते अय इति तद्धित प्रत्ययः तत्र अवश्यं कंपल्सरी योजनीयः. So we have dhatu, we add a nacha pratyaya. On adding the nacha pratyaya, you get a krudanta, which is a pratipadika, and because tadhita pratyas can be added on the pratipadikas, so now you can add anya on the top of it. So nacha pratyayanta krudanta shabdebhyah nacha striyamaya kshamitam णच स्त्रियाम् अय इत्यनेन अय तद्धित प्रत्ययः स्वार्थे विधीयते. इदानीमपि प्रक्रिया सम्पूर्णा नास्ति. अग्रे स्त्रीत्वं द्योतयितुं नीप् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो अय प्रत्यये कृते स्त्रीत्वं द्योतयितुं नीप् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. नीप् इति किमर्थम्? अय इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति. टिड्ढाणे इति सूत्रे अय इति निर्देशः अस्ति. अनेन सूत्रेण नीप् इति प्रत्ययस्य विधानं क्रियते अय्यन्तेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः येषाम् अन्ते अय प्रत्ययः विधीयते तेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः स्त्रीत्वं द्योतयितुं नीप् इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. So we have णच, then we have अय, and then we have नीप. And therefore a sample example over here. परस्परं प्रतिव्यावकृष्यते. Two people are shouting at each other. Same action is being done against each other. That particular action, that particular bhava, how are we going to represent it? Vyavakrishyate iti. So parasparam prati vyavakrishyate iti. सर्वप्रथमं तु सर्वे उपसर्गाः तत्र वि अस्ति, आ अस्ति, अव अस्ति. त्रयः उपसर्गाः तत्र धातौ सन्ति. एतादृशम् उदाहरणं व्याख्यानेषु दीयते. अतः तादृशम् उदाहरणम् अस्माभिः स्वीकृतं. वि प्लस आ plus our. So these three are upasargas. Then you have krusha, which is the dhatu. Then you have anacha, the krut pratyaya. Then you have anya, the tadhita pratyaya. Then you have neep, the stri pratyaya. Prakriya I will demonstrate on the next page. Vyavakroshi iti nadi shabdavat asya rupani bhavanti. अयं प्रत्ययः स्त्रीलिंगे वाच्ये एव भवति कर्मव्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इति निर्देशः. पुल्लिंगस्य प्रयोजनमस्ति. So two people are shouting at each other. I want to create a word that is to be used in the masculine form. Fair enough, go ahead and use the ghaya. You already have ghaya. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः भावस्य निर्देशार्थं घय प्रत्ययः भवति. तत्र न कश्चन दोषः. अतः अत्र पुल्लिंगस्य निर्देशः कर्तव्यः तु घय प्रत्ययः करणीयः. स्त्रीलिंगस्य निर्देशः अस्ति तु घय प्रत्ययः न भवितुम् अर्हति. घय प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः पुल्लिंगे एव भवन्ति इति अस्माभिः दृष्टम्. अतः स्त्रीलिंगे अत्र प्रयोगः कर्तव्यः चेत् णच प्रत्ययः. पुल्लिङ्गस्य प्रयोगः करणीयः अस्ति चेत् पुल्लिङ्गे वाच्ये घञ् प्रत्ययः एव परस्पराणां कृते पच्यते. वि अति. So two different example, two upasargas, पच plus घञ व्यतिपाकः इति अत्र रूपं सिद्ध्यति. Just give me 1 minute. So on the next slide, we have the prakriya for this particular Vyavakroshi. Lot of interesting aspects in this prakriya. Let's go slowly over this. Parasparam prati Vyavakrishyate iti, shouting at each other. The first line just shows the vigraha. We are our krusha. So three upasargas, then you have a dhatu, and then three pratyayas, anacha, aya, and nipa. Same thing has been written, but its samyaka letters have been removed. We are our krusha. Then there is anacha getting converted to a, aya also getting converted to a. So I have explicitly written this is the krut samyaka a, and then there is a tadhita samyaka a, and then there is neep getting converted to e. So stri samyaka e. So three pratyayas. Now the first point is let's finish the krut prakriya because we have to do these prakriyas one by one. So tatra prarambhe krut samyakah apratyayah asti puganta laghu padasya च इति अत्र उपधा गुणः भवति. So v plus a plus ava krosh and a krosh atra. See this is a second tadita samyaka apratyaya. In this step I have completed the krudanta prakriya. So krusha half sh plus krut samyaka it combines to form full sh. So v plus a plus ava plus krosh. This is where the entire krudanta prakriya has been done. Then I have written the tadhita samyaka pratyaya as it is, and then I have written the stri samyaka pratyaya as it is. The only thing that we did at this stage is puganda laghu padasya cha, and then absorbing the a pratyaya, purely doing the varna melanam. Now at this stage, before you actually apply the tadhita samyaka a pratyaya, you need to complete all the sandhis. Why you need to do that? Atra prarambhe sandhi karyam kimartham karaniyam. Sarvapratham tu tad antarangam asti. Kidrusham antarangam asti. Ayam tadhita samyakah apratyayah krudantad vidhiyate. Ityukte kim nama krudantam iti tatra prashnah kartavyah. किं नाम कृदन्तम इत्यस्य उत्तरमस्ति धातु प्लस कृत प्रत्यय इज इक्वल टू कृदन्तम. So technically speaking, krusha plus this krosha itself is a krudanta. V plus a plus ava don't come as a part of krudanta. I have explained this again and again in previous classes. Dhatu plus krut pratyaya becomes krudanta. However, we have a paribhasha which says krud grahane gatikarako pavasyapi grahanam. So in order to, so when a certain action is to be done on a krudanta, that particular definition of krudanta includes the gati samyakas, includes the karakas, and includes the upapadas. So here these upasargas which are gati samyakas, they are also to be included before an additional action has to be done on that particular krudanta, namely application of the tadhita pratyaya. So तद्धित प्रत्ययस्य कृदन्ते यदा प्रयोगः भवति तदा कृदन्त ग्रहणेन कृदन्त इति शब्दस्य निर्देशेन केवलं क्रोश इत्यस्य न ग्रहणं भवति अपितु v plus a plus अव plus क्रोश इति सर्वस्य ग्रहणं भवति. In this context, this entire v plus a plus ava plus krosha is an inherent unit, and therefore the sandhi karyas inside it are antaranga as compared to the external tadhita samyaka pratyaya. Ataha atra antarangatvat तथा च in the same way कृद्ग्रहणे गतिकारकोपदस्यापि ग्रहणम् इत्यनया परिभाषया आदौ प्रारंभे अत्र यणादेशः वि प्लस आ इत्यत्र व्या आ प्लस अव इत्यत्र सवर्ण दीर्घ व्यावक्रोश प्लस अ प्लस ई. So you complete this whole thing, you say vyavakrosh, add a and then e. At this stage you are now entering the zone of the tadhita prakaranam. तत्र तद्धितेष्वचामादेः इति आदिवृद्धिः आकारस्य वृद्धिः पुनरेकवारम् आकारः. So vyavakrosh, so a will again become a. Then you have yasyeti cha, patent sutram in tadhita prakaranam. Yasyeti cha iti sutrena kim bhavati? Let's quickly understand it in 1 minute. Yasyeti cha iti sutrena भसंज्ञकस्य अंगस्य अन्ते यः अकारः इकारः च विद्यते तस्य तद्धित प्रत्यये परे लोपः भवति. An a letter present at the end of a bhasamyaka anga. This is a bhasamyaka anga. There is an a letter present at the end of the bhasamyaka anga. This a letter is removed by yasyeti cha. So yasyeti cha iti sutrena व्यावक्रोश इति भसंज्ञकस्य अकारस्य लोपः भवति. Why is vyavakrosh a bhasamyaka? Because there is an ajadi pratyaya in front. यचि भम इत्यनेन अजादि प्रत्यये परे व्यावक्रोश इत्यस्य भसंज्ञायां सत्यां शकारोत्तरस्य अकारस्य यस्येति च इति तद्धित प्रत्यये परे लोपः. So you have sh plus a here, this step, शकारोत्तरस्य अकारस्य लोपः, and then immediately next step same sutra gets applied for e. So if you look at very powerful sutram actually, if you look at yasyeti cha, it says bhasamnyakasya angasya avarnasya ikare pare api lopaha bhavati. So now for this configuration, if you look at the pratyaya e, then the remaining part is bhasamnyaka. So it is a tadhitanta word on which an e pratyay is attached. This tadhitanta word is a bhasamnyaka. Therefore, akara present at end of this bhasamnyaka is also removed. So yasyeti cha is being applied in two steps or two times. First time it is applied in the tadhita prakriya. So vyavakrosha plus a ityatra tadhita prakriyayam तद्धित प्रत्यये परे अंगस्य अंतिम अकारस्य लोपः भवति. Second time yasyeti cha is being applied for the stri pratyaya prakriya. Stri pratyaye pare ikare pare तद्धितान्तस्य भसंज्ञकस्य अंतिम अकारस्य लोपः भवति. Two times yasyeti cha is being applied. Finally vyavakrosha plus e vyavakroshi iti rupam siddhyati. So vyavakroshi is a feminine word which indicates the action of shouting at each other. Vyavakroshi iti atra rupam siddhyati. So Prakriya is a little bit complex. So if it's not clear right now, please visit the presentation later on and please go through this particular Prakriya once again. Now there are a lot of open questions about this Prakriya. Those of you who have actually studied Tadhita Prakaranam or know Tadhita Prakaranam should get some questions at this stage. Even if you have not studied Tadhita Prakaranam, this whole sutram actually looks very fishy on the face of it. First of all, adding a krut pratyaya and then another tadhita pratyaya is something that is an anti-pattern. That's not something that you typically see anywhere in Ashtadhyayi. Adding one krut pratyaya and another tadhita pratyaya on the top of it. So by looking at this prakriya and by looking at the sutram in general, certain questions come up in mind. Kechana prashnaha tatra udbhavanti. So let me first read out those questions. First, explain the three questions that come up at this stage, and then we will discuss the answers to these three questions. So, sarva prathamam karma vyatiharena cha striyam iti sutram stri pratyasya vidhanam karoti ityukte strilinge vachye pratyasya vidhanam karoti tarhi striyam tin iti adhikare kimartham nasti. Why is this sutram explicitly pulled out of striyam tin? That adhikara has 20 other pratyayas which are only used in the striyam case. You should add this sutram over there. So that's the first objection. Karma vyatiharena cha striyam iti sutram navame karapatre striyam ktin iti adhikare bhavet. That is the first objection. The second objection is that karma vyatiharena cha striyam ityanena krut samyakah nach pratyayah तदनन्तरं भिन्न सूत्रेण तद्धित सम्यकः अय प्रत्ययः. So you have a nach pratyay on one side and then tadhita samyaka aya pratyay on the other side. Why do you need two pratyayas? Just say karma vyatihare aya striyam. So combine the two pratyayas together. See, nacha pratyaya essentially has an akara. In case of Krudanta Prakaram, Nakara and Yakara are interchangeable. Both of them will cause the same karyas. Nit karya, nit karya are very much interchangeable. So then instead of Ranacha, you directly give Anya Pratyaya right over here. So avoid all that extra Tadhita Prakriya. So Ranachastriyam Aya iti bhinnaha Pratyaha Tadhita Samyakaha Kimartham. Anyway, Tadhitanta word is going to give the same Pratipadik only. Krudanta also is also Pratipadika, Tadhitanta is also Pratipadika. So it's not that you are transforming from from Dhatu to Pratipadika or Pratipadika to Dhatu or something. So just combine the two sutras. Karma vyatihare anya striyam iti ekameva sutram krutva tatra anya iti pratyaseva vidhanam karotu iti tatra dvitiyaha prashnaha. And the third question is, let us assume you give some explanation to this second question. So, yadyapi atra dve sutre staha iti kathanchit samadhiyate tathapi tatra tritiyah prashnah कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यत्र स्त्रियाम् इति एकवारम् उक्तं चेत् पर्याप्तं स्यात्. It should be sufficient. पुनरेकवारं न च स्त्रियाम् अय इति स्त्रियाम् किमर्थम्? Anyway, you are telling that nacha pratyaya is in the feminine context. Fair enough. We understand it once you tell us. Let's go to Tadhita Prakaranam and you teach us a different sutram on the nacha apply aya. Punarekvaram striyam aya iti nirdeshaha kimartham. So apicha yadyapi prathak sutram kriyate tathapi kevalam nachaha anya ityeva bhavet punaha striyam shabdasya kim prayojanam. So these are the three questions in front of us. I'll give 30 seconds for you all to just think about it. You don't have to tell me any answers. Just think about it. What could be the answers to these three questions? And then we will start discussing the answers to these three questions. Answers are very simple. We'll talk about these in next, say, 20-25 minutes. And then we will move on to the next sutram. So let's now focus on the first of the three questions. Karma vyatiharena cha striyam iti sutram striyam asmin adhikare kimartham na uktam. The answer is very simple. Listen carefully. We have this very brilliant concept in the Krudanta Prakaranam called Vasarupa Vidhihi. What is Vasarupa Vidhihi? Asarupaha apavadaha utsargam vikalpena badhate. Kutra badhate? Vasarupo astriyam. Stri prakaranam vina. So the sheet number 9 plays a very peculiar role in the entire Vasarupa Prakaranam, that this particular Vasarupa system where the Apavada blocks the Utsarga optionally, this is shut down in the sheet number 9 in the Stri Prakaranam, in the Striyam Tin Adhikara. In the Striyam Tin Adhikara, the Apavada will always compulsorily block the Utsarga, whether it is a Sarupa Apavada or a Sarupa Apavada. Understand, Apavada will block the Utsarga. So it is important that Apavada is present in the Strilinga Vachi sheet number 9. But what we want over here is that, as I mentioned some 10 minutes ago, karma vyatiharena cha striyam ittenena uktaha na cha pratyayah yatha karma vyatihare bhavati tathaiva ktin pratyayah api karma vyatihare prayuktaha sahityeshu drishyate. So in case of karma vyatihara, we do see nacha pratyaya, but we also see tin pratyaya because tin is a general pratyaya for all the feminine context, and we see it used in the karma vyatihara context. Now, if you pick up this sutram and put it somewhere else in sheet number 9, then Vasarupa Vidhi will shut down, and then Ktin would be the general utsarga, Nacha would be the apavada, and the apavada will compulsorily block the utsarga. If that happens, then all the prayogas where the ktin pratyaya is used in the vyatihara sense will stop becoming correct, valid sadhu prayogas, causing a problem. Therefore, in order to justify the prayogas which have tin in it, along with the prayogas that have dach in it, both in the context of karma vyatihara, we have no choice but to keep the apavada outside of the main section where the utsarga is present, and that is the reason why karma vyatiharena chastriyam is kept outside. So कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन पाठितः णच प्रत्ययः स्त्रियां क्तिन् इत्यनेन पाठितस्य णच प्रत्ययस्य क्तिन् प्रत्ययस्य टाइपिंग मिस्टेक स्त्रियां क्तिन् इत्यनेन पाठितस्य क्तिन् प्रत्ययस्य अपवादरूपेण विधीयते. अत्र क्तिन् इति उत्सर्गः, णच इति असरूपः अपवादः. अतः वासरूप विधिना अत्र पक्षे क्तिन् अपि संभवति. किमर्थं? वासरूप विधि केवलं स्त्रियाम् अधिकारे एव न प्रयोक्तव्यः. स्त्रियाम् अधिकारस्य बहिः तस्य अवश्यं प्रयोगः करणीयः. कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इति स्त्रियां प्रकरणस्य बहिः, प्रकरणात् बहिः अस्ति. अतः अत्र णच् प्रत्ययस्य विकल्पेन बाधं कृत्वा णिक्तिन् प्रत्ययः अवश्यं भवेत्. सो व्यावकृष्यते इति इत्यत्र क्तिन् प्रत्यये कृते व्यावकृष्टि इति अपि रूपं साधुरूपं सिद्ध्यति. यदि णच् प्रत्ययः स्त्र्यधिकारे एव पाठितः भवेत् तर्हि सः असरूपः सन् अपि क्तिन् प्रत्ययं नित्यं बाधेत वासरूपविधेः स्त्र्यधिकारे अनुक्तत्वात्. It will force the ktin pratyay to shut down compulsorily if it gets moved in the stradhikara. Thereby, we will not be able to justify the vyavakrushti form, which is a valid form. Bhashyakara certifies this form. So it is a valid form, and therefore we have no choice but we have to keep it outside. So nach pratyah stradhikarat bahihi eva pathyate. This is the answer to the first question. So as I mentioned, the answers to all these three questions are actually simple. Karma vyatiharena cha striyam iti sutram tatra tin pratyasya api karma vyatihare prayogah bhavet iti spashtikartum striyam tin asmat adhikarat bahihi pathitam asti. Now the second question. कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियाम् इत्यनेन प्रथमं कश्चन कृत्सम्यक प्रत्ययः तदनन्तरम् अन्यः तद्धितसम्यकः अय् प्रत्ययः इति किमर्थम्? So he gives a prakriya actually. You just use an aya pratyaya. He says get rid of the tadhita step. Call aya as a krut pratyaya. So give an aya pratyaya called krut pratyaya. Obviously, you can always apply neep on top of it. Tidhana ittenena neep pratyaya bhavet. So v plus a plus ava plus krusha aya plus geep. Aya ittenena upadha vruddhihi. V plus a plus ava plus krosha. Yeah, shaka sh plus a will become sh plus e vyavakroshi iti atra. Same form is what you get. So we look at this. I mean, on the previous slide, some 5 minutes ago, we had the same form over here, vyavakroshi. And if you look at this particular prakriya, this yasya teacher was actually useless because, as you can see, the dhatu itself was halanta. So you first add a krut samyaka pratyaya and then get that out by yasya teacher. So if you don't add the tadhita samyaka pratyaya, it doesn't really matter. And तद्धिते श्वचामादेः इत्यनेन आकारस्य वृद्धि आकारः एव कृतः अस्ति. So there was an a over here. This a undergoes a vruddhi and you again get an a. So essentially, the both the steps of the tadhita prakriya, tadhite shvachamadeha and yasyeti cha, both of them are actually useless in this prakriya. So that's what the Purva Paksha is trying to claim over here, that v plus a plus ava plus krusha plus anya plus ni anya ityeva krit samyak pratyah bhavet. अय इत्यनेन सा आर्धधातुक प्रत्यय अस्ति पुगन्ध लघुपदस्य च इत्यनेन उपधा वृद्धि क्रोश प्लस ई. नाउ यू कैन अप्लाई यस्येति च फॉर द स्त्री प्रत्यय. सो व्यावक्रोश प्लस ई व्यावक्रोशी इति रूपं भवति. The answer is again very simple. If you look at the previous prakriya, the tadhiteshvachamadehe sutram was actually useless because there was already an akara. तत्र वि प्लस आ प्लस अव इत्यत्र मूलरूपेण एव आकारः आसीत्. What if we start with a verb which does not have an akara? So if you just say we plus ava plus krusha, then you will need an adivruddhi. Then you will need conversion of akara to akara. And that point in time, the tadhita samyaka pratyaya would be necessary. So that is the answer. So example that we took shows that it is not required, but that doesn't mean that all the examples won't need it. There will definitely some examples that will need it. So kutrachit ang upasargam vina api yatra dhatu prayogaha drishyate. All this is prayoga sharanaha eva. Vayam sarveta prayoga sharanaha eva smaha. So you have to see these such prayogas exist. So tatra kevalam v plus ava iti vadamaschet tatra तद्धितेष्वचामादेः इत्यनेन विद्यमाना आदिवृद्धिः अवश्यं करणीया. So here you have v plus ava plus hasa vyavahasi iti anyad udaharanam vyakyaneshu pathitamasti, laughing at each other. So v plus ava plus hasa plus same thing nacha plus anya plus nim. This is the tadhita samyaka anya pratyaya. This is the krut samyaka nacha pratyaya. At this point in time, the first prakriya is completed and we say vyavahas. Typing mistake here. Vyavahas. Upadha vruddhi will happen because of achoniti. So achoniti ityanena upadha vruddhim krutva vyavahas vyavahas. Sorry. V plus ava will be vyavahas. So vyavahas plus a plus e. Let me repeat this once again. V plus ava will be vyavahas. तत्र णच् प्रत्यय अस्ति णित् अस्ति अतः हास इति भवेत्. व्यवहास plus a, this is the tadhita samyaka. Ni, this is the stri samyaka. And now because of this tadhita samyaka a, adi vruddhi will happen. Those of you who have studied tadhita prakaranam know tadhiteshu chamadehe. Those who don't know, just take it for granted that tadhiteshu chamadehe is a sutram, very crucial sutram in tadhita prakriya, which does an adi vruddhi. The first letter, the first swara of the word undergoes a vruddhi. Usually the action happens on the last swara or second last swara in general everywhere else, but here it's special case, it happens on the first swara. Tadhiteshu acham adehe, the first ach letter. So the first ach letter is yakarottara akaraha, tasya vruddhi akaraha. Now here we understand the value of adding a tadhita samyaka pratyaya. If you don't add a tadhita samyaka pratyaya, the final form will be vyavahasi, which is incorrect. What you want is vyavahasi तद्धितेष्वचनामादेः इति आदिवृद्धि इष्यते. अतः अत्र भिन्नः अय इति तद्धितसम्यकः प्रत्ययः भवति. So that is the answer to the second question. Now we will go to the third question. But before that, somebody who has studied tadhita prakriya might look at this particular answer and might have an objection on the top of it. यैहि केचित् तद्धित प्रकरणं पठितमस्ति तैः अत्र कश्चन दोषः प्रायः दृश्येत. कीदृशः दोषः? So let me quickly go to, like in the Krudanta Prakaranam, I have made so many sheets. In the same way, when I was teaching Tadhita Prakaranam, various sheets were made for helping the audience, helping the students. So there actually, णित् कित् नित् प्रत्यय परे अंगस्य आदि वृद्धि. So this आदि वृद्धि is a very important Prakaranam in the Tadhita course. And there are some bunch of sutras, as you can see, this is the sheet that we used in the Tadhita course. So there are bunch of sutras for this Adi Vruddhi concept. The first of them is Tadhiteshvachamadehe. This is what we discussed right now. But somebody who has studied this sheet will probably think of some other objection over here. A few sutras later, there is a nishedha of this Tadhiteshvachamadehe, which says Naivabhyam padantabhyam purvam tuta purvau tutabhyam aichu. Now, obviously, this is not a Tadhita class, so I will not be explaining this sutram, but let me give a quick summary of this particular sutram. This is a sutram that comes as an apavada to Tadhiteshvachamadehe. It says that under certain circumstances, Tadhiteshvachamadehe should not be applied. सो तद्धितेष्वचामादेः इत्यस्य अपवादरूपेण न वाभ्यां पदान्ताभ्याम् इति सूत्रं प्रवर्तते. कीदृशः अपवादः? So let's go to the next slide and I will show that particular prakriya. We have this whole thing, same prakriya is being carried from the previous slide. V plus a plus ava full va, v plus a plus ava sarvatra full va bhavet, v plus a plus ava krusharna cha ayam nip, same prakriya has been copied. अत्र किमस्ति, सर्वप्रथमं वि सर्वप्रथमम् इत्युक्ते कृदन्तस्य निर्माणे तत्र v plus a इत्यत्र यणादेशः भवति. सो v is a separate pada. When there is a yanadesha, इको यणचि इति यणादेशः, इकारस्य स्थाने यकारः भवति. So it is still two different padas. Understand this, sandhis do not combine padas to create a new pada. When you have iti and api as two different padas, they get combined, and ityapi is not a separate pada. It still consists of iti and api as two different padas. It's just a syntactic combination. Compare and contrast it with samasas. When you say sitayaha patihi and you create a new word called sitapati, it is a separate pada. But ityapi is not a separate pada. There is just two padas combined together, iti and api. In the same way, here what is happening, V is a separate pada, upasargas are pada samnyakas, A is a separate pada. When you combine them, what is combining? It's basically ikarasya sthane yakara desha bhavati. It's a ekadesha, it's a sandhi is happening. इकारस्य स्थाने यकारादेशः भवति, not ekadesha, इकारस्य स्थाने यकारादेशः भवति इत्येव अत्र सन्धिः. So you have vya plus a. So here also you have two padas. Vya is a pada and a is another pada. This is the configuration that is being discussed in that naivabhyam padantabhyam sutram. So this naivabhyam padantabhyam sutram, look at the meaning. Yadi shabde prathamaha swaraha padanta yakarat paraha asti. If that particular swara on which you are interested in doing upadha vruddhi, if that swara is present after a padanta yakara, see what is happening. There is a padanta yakara and then there is a pratyaya present over here. Sorry, a upasarga present over here. So a, this is the entity on which you are going to do vruddhi. So a इत्यस्य वृद्धिः करणीया. तत्र अयम् आ इति स्वरः यकारात् परः अस्ति, पदान्त यकारात् परः अस्ति. So that is the context. यदि शब्दे प्रथम स्वरः पदान्त यकारात् परः अस्ति तर्हि णित यित कित, so aya is yit प्रत्यय परे आदि स्वरस्य वृद्धिः न भवति. So तद्धितेष्वचामादेः cannot be applied over here because आदि स्वरस्य वृद्धिः न भवति. An explicit निषेध is told over here. अपितु तस्माद् यकारात् पूर्वम् ऐकारः आगच्छति. So this sutram navabhyam padantabhyam purvau tutabhyam aicha, this says that in general you will do the tadhideshvachamadehe adi vruddhi, but if that swara who is going to get adi vruddhi, it comes after a padanta yakara, then this adi vruddhi has to be blocked. Instead of that adi vruddhi, what happens is an extra I swara comes up. कुत्र यकारात् पूर्वम. सो यकारात् पूर्वम ऐ इति स्वरः आगच्छति. सो व प्लस ऐ विल बी वै and then the whole prakriya will happen. Navabhyam iti sutreణ vayyavakroshi. So all your very well known words, vyakaranam adhite vayyakaranaha, nyayam adhite nayyayikaha, all those words are being derived. In Tadhita Prakaranam, we have studied all these words. They get derived by Navabhyam Padantabhyam Purvam Tutabhyam Aich. So, Atra, what is the objection? Somebody who has studied the Tadhita Prakriya, he takes an objection on this particular Prakriya itself. He says, wait, what are you doing? How can you do Tadhiteshvachamadehe? Over here is what he says. So, Vyavakrosha Shabdasya Siddhau. Vya plus a plus ava iti sthite padanta yakare prapte तद्धितेष्वचामादेः इत्यस्य बाधकरूपेण नवाभ्यां पदान्ताभ्यां पूर्वं तु ताभ्याम् ऐच इत्येन ऐच आगमः भवेत्. So essentially whole of your prakriya itself is wrong. So you are constantly certifying that you want a tadhita samyaka pratyaya because of tadhiteshvachamadehe, because of doing adivruddhi. Because see what happens, Purva Paksha first says that let's not have tadhita samyaka pratyaya. And then the Uttara Paksha comes and says, no, no, I want to do adivruddhi, so I want tadhita samyaka pratyaya. And then the Purva Paksha objects that, hold on, you cannot do adivruddhi because whatever sutra you are trying to propose tadhiteshvacha madehe has been blocked by navabhyam padantabhyam purvaututabhyam aicha. So even if you want a tadhita samnika pratyaya over here, it's not going to do what you want to do. It's not going to do adivruddhi is the objection taken by the Purva Paksha. And the Uttara Pakshin says that you have not studied. Now this is the answer given by the Uttara Pakshin. Uttara Pakshin says that you have not studied this sheet completely. You only studied some initial sutras because you studied Tadhiteshvachamadehe, and then you came a little below and you showed me or you pointed me this particular nishedha, but you did not go a few sutras below, because if you go a few more sutras below, there is another reference, na karma vyatihare. Karma vyatihare पूर्वम यद उक्तम इत्युक्ते न याभ्याम इत्यनेन यहाँ निषेधः उक्तः सः न भवति इत्युक्ते आदिवृद्धि अवश्यम भवति. So he says there is a separate sutram called na karma vyatihare. The current context is about karma vyatihara. Karma vyatihare na cha striyam. So the context in the current situation is karma vyatihara, and Panini has very brilliantly given us a way out. He says karma vyatiharasya vishaye. In context of karma vyatihara, aikara aukarayoho agamaha na bhavati. So aich iti agamasya tatra nishedhaha adivruddhehe punarvidhanam. And the example given in that sutram is precisely this vyavahasi or vyavakroshi. So even though tadhiteshvachamadehe is potentially being blocked by navabhyam in a general case, when it comes to karma vyatihara, navabhyam is rendered useless and tadhiteshvachamadehe is brought back. So that's what the answer, that's what the Uttar Pakshin says. Na karma vyatihare iti sutram, asya sutrasya kaha ashayah, karma vyatihare yaduktam tad na bhavati, pratished agamayoho pratishedah. This na karma vyatihare, this na is a pratishedha. Pratishedha of what? Pratishedha of two things. First, agama. So, aich agamasya pratishedha asti. And that aich agama was coming by blocking the original adivruddhi. The block of that original adivruddhi is blocked. So, pratishedhasya punaha pratishedha ataha agre adivruddhi avashyam bhavati. So vyavakroshi, vyavalekhi, vyavavarti, vyavahasi ityetani rupani avashyam bhavitum arhanti. Tatra prarambhena ch pratyayah tadanantaram na cha striyam aya iti aya pratyayah. So na karma vyatihare, thanks to it, na karma vyatihare, it comes to the rescue. नवाभ्याम इत्यनेन उक्तः निषेधः पुनः निषिध्यते आदिवृद्धिं कृत्वा तत्र रूपं सिद्ध्यति. And therefore तद्धित सम्यक प्रत्यय is definitely needed is the final conclusion of question number 2. Let's go now to the question number 3 over here. So I've just numbered it 4 because we had that upaprashna in between that I numbered as 3. But then let's go to the next one. Karma vyatihareण च स्त्रियां. So the last question. Karma vyatihareण च स्त्रियां इत्यनेन आदौ विहितः न च प्रत्ययः स्त्रियाम् एव भवति. तस्मात् अय प्रत्यय विधान समये पुनः स्त्रियाम् इति शब्दः किमर्थम्? Valid question. So you have already a striyam word. Why have another striyam word over here? Let's actually read the answer. The answer is actually very simple. So this aya pratyaya is a swarthika pratyaya. Tadhita samyakah aya pratyayah swarthika pratyayah asti. Tadhita prakarane vidyamanaha swarthika pratyayah api linga parivartanam kartum arhanti. in the Tadhita Prakaranam, there are some Swarthika Pratyas that will force you to change the linga of the original word. So it is a Swarthika. It is not changing the meaning, but it will change the linga. So for example, Devaha Ityeva. Another word for Deva, you add a Tala Pratyaya, which is a Tadhita Samnika Pratyaya, and resultant word is Devata, which is a feminine word. So Devata, the meaning is same as Deva, but the gender changes. Even a Swarthika Pratyaya is capable of changing the gender. Another example, Raswa Kuti. Kuti is a small hut or hut. If the hut is small, to represent the same hut, we add a Ra Pratyaya and we get Kuti Raha. We get a masculine form. So Kuti is also a hut. Kutira is also a hut. But one is feminine, one is masculine. The meaning is the same. The Tadhita Pratyaya has not changed the meaning, but it has changed the gender. Therefore, in order to tell that here the gender is not going to be changed, Panini specifies the word striyam again. So, pratipadikebhyaha swarte vihitaha pratyayah अन्यत्र कुत्रचित् लिंग परिवर्तनं कर्तुम् अर्हन्ति परन्तु इदानीं न कुर्वन्ति इति ज्ञापयितुं स्त्रियाम् इति ग्रहणं चरितार्थम्. So this striyam actually is used as a jnapaka by the commentaries. They say that there is a useless word striyam over here. This useless word vyartham sat jnapayati. Kim jnapayati? Tadhita prakarane स्वार्थिक प्रत्ययैः अपि लिंग परिवर्तनं संभवति तादृशं लिंग परिवर्तनम् अत्र मा भूत् इति अस्य इदानीं प्रयोजनम्. So if in Tadhita Prakaranam the Swarthik Pratyayas were not capable of doing a Linga Parivartanam, then Striyam was useless. Anyway, the input is feminine, the output will be feminine. But because in Tadhita Prakaranam there is an explicit, there is a set of there is a set of Pratyayas, Swarthika Pratyayas that will change the gender. Therefore, we want Striyam over here to recertify that the gender is not changing over here. So this striyam itself acts as a jnapaka. It acts both ways. First, it reinforces the feminine gender, and second, that reinforcement indirectly justifies that there will be some other pratyas where the gender might change. So प्रातिपदिकेभ्यः विहिताः स्वार्थिकाः प्रत्ययः अपि लिङ्गपरिवर्तनं कर्तुम् अर्हन्ति इति ज्ञापयितुं स्त्रियाम् इति ग्रहणम् अत्र चरितार्थम् अत एव ह्रस्वा कुटी कुटीरः देव इत्येव देवता एतादृशाः प्रयोगाः अपि सङ्गच्छन्ते. So idanim trayanamapi prashnanam uttarani asmabhi drushtani. So let's take a look at the commentary. There are a few questions over here, but I want to keep these aside because there is another sutram that I want to deal with. So karma vyatyahare cha striyam. Now I think everything should be clear at this stage. Karma kriya. So even if the word says karma vyatyahare, this is not karmani upapadam or anything. Karma is kriya. Vyatihara paraspara karanam, doing the same thing against each other. कर्म व्यतिहारे गम्यमाने धातोः णच् प्रत्ययः भवति स्त्रीलिङ्गे वा चेतच्च भावे चकारः विशेषणार्थः णच स्त्रियामय इति. So here the णच is used that I have explained. व्यावक्रोशी व्यावलेखी, writing against each other or writing for each other. व्यावहासी, laughing at each other. व्यावहासी वर्तते. स्त्रिया, so व्यावहासी वर्तते, an act of laughing at each other is going on. व्यावहासी वर्तते. स्त्रियामिति किं व्यतिपाको वर्तते. Somebody is asking over here, aran bhave pratyaya is used in the napumsakalinga? No, there is no such rule over here. Gha is used in the pullinga, up is used in the pullinga, nach is used in the strilinga. So striyamiti kim vyatipako vartate. So that is in the masculine form. Badhaka vishay. Oh, before that, let's actually look at this nyasa because a small different concept is being discussed over here. So let's read nyasa. अथ स्त्रियां क्तिन इत्यस्मिन्नेव प्रकरणेन च कस्मान् न उक्तः. आंसर टू आवर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. अथ स्त्रियां क्तिन इत्यस्मिन्नेव प्रकरणेन च कस्मान् न उक्तः. कः पुनरेवं सति गुणो भवति. So what is a use? Guna means what is a benefit. कः पुनरेवं सति गुणो भवति. So one is asking, why do you want to take this ktin in the striyam prakaranam? What is the, why are you enforcing that? So he says there is actually a benefit. Dvihi striyam grahanam na kartavyam bhavati. If you take karma vyatihare nach striyam in the stri prakaranam, then there is already striyam ktin, so you can actually get rid of striyam. you can just say karma vyatiharena cha. So he's saying we can save on some characters. So evam sati guno kaha bhavati dvihi striyam grahanam na kartavyam bhavati. So then he says, but there is a reason why he keeps it is separately in sheet number 8. Vasarupa vidhi. So I've explained this in details. Vasarupa vidhi nasyat astriyam iti pratishedhat. So vyavakrushti and so on forms will not be generated. So all that has been explained. The funny thing is that now I don't have time to discuss all this today, but those of you who are interested should go and read. There is a slide I have put. The funny thing is that Nagesha discusses this in a very beautiful manner in Udyota, and he actually says, don't worry, you can actually move this sutram over there, it doesn't really matter. So he concludes it in a very interesting style. He says it's okay, you can move it this sutra to the Stri Pratyaya Prakaranam. Actually, that part is explained in some way in Kashika over here. So let's read these 4 lines. So till this point it is okay. Striyam iti kim vyatipako vartate. Now Kashikakara asks a very, very interesting question over here. He says that you have striyam ktin present over here, which gives a ktin pratyaya in the general sense, and the nacha pratyaya, which was in the previous sheet, is giving in a specific vyatihara sense. Fair enough. Now what happens? There are some other pratyayas that are also coming as an apavada to striyam ktin. So you have you have you have sh, you have nul, various other pratyayas. Anye kechana pratyaya striyam tin ityasya apavada rupena vidhiyate. So for example, if you look at this srinyasa shrantho yucha, we will see that. But nich pratyayanta dhatu asti, say chura, kath, all the 10th gana verbs. So nich pratyayanta dhatu asti chit ktin pratyasa apavada rupena nich pratyaya bhavati. So then he says, now I have a question. When there is a competition between nacha and ktin, you can clearly resolve it by saying ktin is an apavada, nacha is an ktin is an utsarga, nacha is an apavada. But what if there is a competition between yucha pratyaya, which is also one apavada of ktin, and anacha pratyaya given in the previous sheet, which is also another apavada of ktin? So what happens when there is a competition between 2 apavadas, and the answer given by Kashika is badhaka vishaye api kvachid ishyate. Some places, now this is all hand waving, but some places the apavada like yucha and others, all the apavadas given in the sheet 9, these also get blocked. So he says badhaka vishaye api kutrachit ishyate vyavachori chura iti dhatuhu asti. तस्य धातोः विषये वस्तुतस्तु अत्र युच इति प्रत्ययः भवेत्. णिच् प्रत्ययान्त धातुः अस्ति, युच इति प्रत्ययः भवेत्. युच इति प्रत्ययस्य अपवादत्वेन अत्र णच् प्रत्ययः एव भवति. सो व्यावचोरी, व्यावचर्ची and so on. So sometimes it will happen. Somebody is pointing that we have a similar paribhasha. So yes, I'm going to talk about it. Madhye pavadaha purvan vidhin badante nottaran, purastada pavadaha antaran vidhin badante nottaran. But I don't think we'll have time to discuss these points. They're all there in Bhasha, but we are running out of time. Anyway, but he says that sometimes you have to, prefer the nacha pratyaya. Sometimes the other apavada takes precedence. So it's all dependent on prayoga. So it's not as simple as madhya apavadaha or purastad apavadaha. It all depends on prayogas. So he says badhaka vishaye kvachidishyate. Sometimes when you have a competition between one apavada and other apavada, the nach will win. Sometimes the other apavada will win. So he says iha na bhavati vyatiksha vyatiha. So here iksha dhatu and iha dhatu, for both of these dhatus we will have a pratyaya by groshcha halaha. We have not studied it, but take my words, we'll study it later on. So a pratyayaha bhavati by groshcha halaha. So when there was a competition between this yucha pratyaya and anacha won. But when the competition is between a and anacha, a is winning. But again, it's not that simple. Vyatyukshi bhavati. In this context, this Vyatyukshi word actually, remember, it came in Shishupala Vadha. We studied it over here in class number 116 when we were talking about Akshay Shuglaha. This sutram. I switched the PPT. In class number, I think 116, We studied aksheshu glaha. Here vyatyukshim abhisarana glaha madivyan. 8th sarga of Shishupala. I also quickly mentioned that here anach pratyaya will be used or was used. So Vyatyukshi, sprinkling water on each other or drenching each other, throwing water on each other. So that's Vyatyukshi. So he says in Vyatyukshi, again a Nacha Pratyaya is coming. So again there is a competition for Nacha and Nacha wins. For Vyatiksha, there is a competition between Nacha and wins. For Vyavacharchi, there is a competition between Nacha and Yucha. Nacha wins. So he says it's all chaos. Sometimes Nacha seems to be winning, sometimes some other pratyaya in sheet number 9 seems to be winning. So it's all chaos. We cannot find a perfect rule, perfect niyam over here. So tad etad vaichityam katham labhyate. How do you resolve this chaos? And just like all other answers, the grammarians finally give this answer, wave their hands. Krutyalyuto bahulam iti bhavati. So this Krutyalyuto bahulam, there is a bahula grahanam in this sutram. That bahula grahanam should be used to somehow justify these forms. So the underlying message over here is that there is no particular ordering or there is no particular utsarga apavada bhava between the striyam thing sheet number 9 and between this ranacha pratyay which is present outside. And it is exactly this thread that Nagesha picks. And he says, if you don't have any particular relation of Utsarga Pavada, then you don't need to keep it outside. Anyway, you are going to resort to Krutyalyuto Bahulam. So you put it inside and you say Krutyalyuto Bahulam itiktin api bhavati yatra avashakam tatra nachati api bhavati yatra avashakam tatra yuchapi bhavati. So in a parihasa style or in a weird style, he just says uh, if anyway you want to resort to Krutyalyuto Bahulam, then you don't need to, because why did you take Karma Vyatihare Nachastriyam out? Let's go back to our discussion of question number 1. Karma Vyatihare Nachastriyam iti sutram striyam trim adhikarat kimartham bahihi kimartham patitam? Basically for Utsarga Apavada. Tin was Utsarga, Nach was Apavada. We wanted one Utsarga as well as one Apavada simultaneously acting. But he says essentially, little deep down, you are going to raise your hands and say Krutyalyuto Bahulam. So why not start it with Krutyalyuto Bahulam? At least the word Striyam will be saved. You're saving a few characters. So move it to Striyam Tin Adhikara. So that's essentially what Nagesha is going to say. I think we have that particular slide over here. So there is this slide. So I'll just quickly run through this particular part. So he says, Striyam iti akarana prayukta laghavat. So Striyam will no more be needed. Bahulakasya tavapi avashyakatvat. In your argument, so he is doing tutu meme. He is actually debating with Kayyata. Debating in the sense all virtual, they are wearing different generations, but he is saying that your argument which is being presented in Kashika over there, your argument also requires Krutyalyuto Bahulam. So my argument will also require Krutyalyuto Bahulam. In addition, I am saving a few characters. So Striyam iti akarana prakruta prayukta laghavat. So laghava will happen. Bahulakasya tavapi avashyakatvat Vartikoktameva yuktam. So the Vartika that was proposed is Prakrute Stri Grahane. In the Striyam Tin Adhikara Puttanacha. That was the Vartika. That was the statement. That was a proposal that is done in the Bhashyam. Siddham tu Prakrute ityukte in the current Bhavadhikara Stri Grahane. Striyam Tin iti yatra agre asti. Tatra nach pratyasya grahanam karotu. This is the Vartikam that is put. Kayyata rejects that Vartika by saying that this is all Ekadeshi Ukti. This is all one-sided argument. So that's what Udyota Nagesha First explains Etat Sutrastha Vartikam Ekadeshi Uktihi Asti iti Kaishit Panditaihi Manyate. Parantu they first say this Vartika is wrong. It is Ekadeshi Ukti, and then they justify that Karma Vyatihare and Achastriyam should be outside. But then when poked a little bit more further, they will resort to Krutyalyuto Bahulam. So that is cheating. Let's resort to Krutyalyuto Bahulam right from day 1 and then say move this sutram there. So that is finally he is concluding. Uttaram to the answer to that is, so he says ki he says that first you say this vartikam is ekadeshi ukti, and then everything else you resort to bahula grahanam. That is nonsense. So the answer is that striyam iti akaruna prayukta laghavat bahulakasya tavapi avashakatvat. So my solution requires bahulam, your will also require bahulam. So then my solution has a plus one edge on it, that striyam, a few characters are saved. So vartikoktameva yuktam iti tena pratipadyate. Anyway, I wanted to discuss the remaining part of the bhashyam, but I leave it for those who are interested. The nacha striyam anya sutram, which comes after karma vyatihare nacha striyam. So you have karma vyatihare nacha striyam, and then nacha striyam anya sutram. Let me quickly read the kashika part in 1 minute. Karma vyatihare nacha striyam iti nach vihitaha tadantat swarthe anya iti pratyayah bhavati, vyavakroshi vyavahasi and so on. And then I explained this part. Striyam punah kimartham. Stri grahanam kimartham. Nach striyam eva vihitaha. So the answer is swarthikaha pratyayaha prakrutitaha lingavachanani ativartante. Ativartate. They can cross, they can change the linga of the original prakriti, original entity from which they start with. So swarthikaha pratyayaha prakrutitaha lingavachanani ativartante. Iti tena udaharanam dattam. He gives simple other udharanas. Deva eva devata, taila kalpa prasanna, guda kalpa draksha. So guda is pullinga gudaha, but draksha is feminine. So kalpa is a swarthika pratyaya, but it changes the linga. Tailam napumsakalinga asti, prasanna feminine asti. So taila kalpa prasanna. So converts from napumsakalinga to strilinga, prasanna strilinge. So gudakalpa converts from masculine to strilinga. Deva eva devata converts from masculine to strilinga, and so on. So linga parivartanam api atra bhavati iti atra ashayah. There's one small question that I'll take. I have bunch of questions over here, but I'll not take that. But there's one really genuine question. So uh, Raswa Kuti. So somebody is innocently asking, why don't you write Kuti with a Raswa T instead of saying Raswa Kuti? So Raswa means small. So Raswa Kuti means short hut. So it is not like Kuti. I wanted to write a Raswa Ikara, and that's why I wrote Raswa. It's not like that. Raswa Kuti means a hut that is small in size. So that is the reason it's written like that. Anyway, agre gachamaha. So that all this particular small part, I'm going to leave it for those of you who are interested in studying advanced shastra. I put this slide specifically because I wanted to discuss this part of Nagesha, which I've already discussed. Agrimam sutram abhividhau bhava inuna. This sutram is pretty simple. The reason it is simple is because it is identical to what we discussed right now. Abhividhau bhava inuna. So abhividhi means from all sides. Those of you who have studied basic, I mean all of you must have studied the basics of initial part of Siddhanta Kaumudi. So ang maryadha abhividhyoho and so on. So here abhividhi means till including that particular entity. So basically from all sides. So say burning from all sides or observing from all sides, swelling from all sides. So an action that happens from all sides is being discussed by abhividhi. Again, it is an action that happens from all sides. So bhave eva tatra prayogaha bhavati. This case it is inuna pratyaya. Earlier it was anacha. Here it is inuna pratyaya. Inuna pratyaya is used only in the napumsakalinga form. So karma vyatihare nacha striyam ityatra kevalam striyam pratyaya asit. Abhividau bhava inuna iti kevalam napumsakalinge pratyaya. This pratyaya also needs another tadhita samyaka pratyaya on the top of it. So just like the way karma vyatihare nacha striyam required aya, abhividhau bhava inun requires ana. So that is the reason I combined the sutras together, that both of them have the same theme, that there is a krut pratyaya and there is a tadhita pratyaya on the top of it, and purpose is exactly the same, adi vruddhi yasya teacher and so on. So all that is now going to be repeated. So abhividhi ityukte kriyayaha sarvataha vyapti, burning from all sides, painting from all sides, swelling from all sides. So sarvataha abhividhehe nirdeshartham bhave indun iti pratyaya bhavati. इनुण् प्रत्यये णकारः इत्संज्ञकः उकारः उच्चारणार्थः इन इति अवशिष्यते. इनुण् प्रत्ययः भावे भवति. Again, that has nothing to do with the word bhava over here. The sutram itself is about action being done from all sides. So again bhave bhavati. सो अभिविधौ इन्नुण इति वदामश्चेदपि भावे एव भवति, परन्तु तथापि भावे इति उक्तमस्ति. सो भावाधिकारे स्थितेपि अस्मिन् सूत्रे भावे इति पुनर्विधानं किमर्थमस्ति? अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे वासरूपविधेः निषेधस्य ज्ञापकमस्ति. दिस इज द ओनली बिट दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे भावे इति उच्यते, भावाधिकारे विद्यमाने सति पुनरेकवारं भावे इति उच्यते. वासरूप विधि does not happen in this particular context, which means that innuna pratyaya will compulsorily block ghaya. It will compulsorily block other pratyaya. So in kta, for example, so innuna will block the ghaya pratyaya. Ghaya is there in this sheet. So look at this. Here there is no, in this sheet, I mean in this pratyaya, inul pratyaya, there is nothing to do with the stradikara. This is not a feminine pratyaya. So Vasrupa vidhi is already there in this sheet, that has been shut down. So this innuna pratyaya will block the ghaya pratyaya. Anyway, it's pullinga napumsakalinga, so it doesn't really matter. It will block the kta pratyaya, that is most important. So napumsake bhave ktaha ityanena sarvebhya dhatubhya bhave kta pratyaya bhavati. That ta pratyaya is now being blocked in the case of abhividhi from all sides. Kriyayaha sarvatah vyaptihi. सो भावाधिकारे स्थितेपि भावे इति पुनर्ग्रहणं वासरूपविधेः निषेधस्य ज्ञापकम्. अतः असरूपः इनुण् प्रत्ययः घञ् प्रत्ययं बाधते. That is not a big deal because the lingas are differing. Inuñ pratyay is in the feminine, in the napumsakalinga, ghai is in the pullinga, so anyway it will not be applicable. Kta pratyayam api badate. So if you look at this particular sheet, there is napumsake bhave ktaha kta pratyayah asti, ayam utsargah अभिविधौ भाव इनुण इति अपवादः, सः अपवादः उत्सर्गं नित्यं बाधते. Because वासरूप विधि is shut down. Why is वासरूप विधि shut down? Because भावे इति अस्मिन् सूत्रे पुनरेकवारम् उच्यते. अभिविधौ भावे इनुण इति भावे पुनरेकवारम् उच्यते. If you go to the next line, ल्युट् प्रत्ययः ल्युट् च इति सूत्रेण अपि सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः भवति, परन्तु अस्य ल्युट् प्रत्ययस्य बाधनम् अत्र न भवति भाष्य विधान सामर्थ्यात्. So Bhashya says this particular point, that this inuñ pratyaya will block a ghaya, it will block ta, but it will not block lut. So we have to vyakhyaanato sharana vishesha pratipattihi, vyakhyanameva atra pramanam. So lut bhavatyeva, I'll talk about it on the next slide. The next point, इनुण प्रत्ययान्त शब्देभ्यः अनिणुन् अणिनुणः. So अणिनुणः अण इनुणः अण इति तद्धित प्रत्ययः भवति. So same thing again, you have उपसर्ग सम, you have कूट इति धातुः. So burning from all sides, कूट दाहे इति धातु. इनुण इति तद्धित इति कृत्सम्यक प्रत्ययः. अण इति तद्धित सम्यक प्रत्ययः. Here there is no स्त्री प्रत्यय on the top. Prakriya is slightly simple. Sankutinam, burning from all sides, is called Sankutinam. Sama tasya sam iti bhavati, adi vruddhi bhavati, thanks to the taddhita pratyaya. So taddhita samnyakasya an pratyasya vidhanam taddhiteshva chamadehe iti adi vruddhyartham. Now this particular discussion will be very simple to understand because everything has already been taught. I have spent so much time in explaining this particular Taddhita, the previous sutra and the Taddhita Prakriya. Now somebody is saying, how is it logical that by putting bhave in the sutra, Vasarupa Vidhi gets blocked? Well, the answer essentially is Vyakhyaanato Vishesha Pratipattihi. So first thing to understand is Sutre Bhave iti Vidhanam Anavashakam asti. That is the first point to understand. Why? Because in general understand, when there is a Bhave in the Sutram, one might say that there is an adhikara of Bhave and Akartari Chakarake Samnyayam, and Bhave has been added in the Sutram, which means Akartari Chakarake Samnyayam has to be shut down. And that's exactly what we saw somewhere over here. There was one Sutram. Now let me quickly see if I can recollect. There is a sutram which explicitly uses the word bhave, and at that point in time we discussed same point that, let me see if I can. भावेनुपसर्गस्य. सो अत्र केवलं भावे प्रत्यय विधानं भवेत्, अतः अस्मिन् सूत्रे भावे इति उक्तमस्ति. सो वन माइट आर्ग्यू इन द सेम वे, केवलं भावे प्रत्यय विधानं भवेत्, अकर्तरि संज्ञायां न भवेत्, अतः अत्र भावे उक्तमस्ति इति प्रश्ने कृते तादृशं न. किमर्थम्? अभिविधि इति शब्देनैव तत्र भावः निर्दिश्यते. when you say abhividhi, an action being done from all sides, it is action. So then abhividhi shabdenaiva tatra kevalam bhave bhavati, akartari karake naiva bhavitum arhati. So not possible, context doesn't match. It is spashtam. Tarhi bhave iti kimartham. So it's a useless word, and then we have to finally request the commentaries to give us the answer. And the commentaries, bhashya essentially says, bhashya is the ultimate word, one cannot go beyond that. So bhashya finally says that this is for blocking the Vasurupa Vidhi. So Katham, is it logical or not? Maybe it's not, but Bhashya says therefore you have to accept it. So Ataha Atra Ta Pratyayam Ghai Pratyayam Badhate Lut Pratyayam to Na Badhate iti Sarvam Bhashye Uktamasti. So Bhave, somebody is asking what is exactly Bhave referring to? Bhave is not referring to bhava, or bhavi, one can say it's a likely weird question to answer. So bhavi is actually referring to bhava, but it's a useless reference. And the way, the reason why it's, I mean, and the fact that it is a useless reference further helps us to conclude that there is, say, block of Vasurupa Vidhi and so on being discussed in the commentaries. Anyway, so atra prakriya, so is the same prakriya, similar prakriya. Now prakriya should be very easy. You have sama plus kuta plus innuna plus ana, sama plus kuta plus innuna plus ana, sorry, ana. So kuta plus inna, this is dirgha, so you don't have upadha vruddhi, upadha guna or anything. Kuta plus innuna, sankutinna plus a, same antarangatvat prudgrahane gatika aropadasya, same prakriya as the last time. Sankutin plus a, so sa becomes sa taditeshu chamadehe, yasyeti cha, no, not yasyeti cha, taditeshu chamadehe, and then sankutin plus a, अत्र नस्तद्धिते इति भस्य टिलोपे प्राप्ते इन्नि इनण, sorry, इनि इन अनि अनपत्ये इति नकारः प्रकृत्या भवति. We leave this, this is the part specific to tadhita prakriya, I don't want to go in the details, but essentially tilopa was being mandated over here, that is being blocked, so nothing happens basically. So na plus a essentially becomes na. So sankutina, those of you are interested, both the sutras are there, I think, on the website. I have updated both of them if I'm not mistaken. So no, this is not updated, but both have been taught in the Tadhita class if anybody is interested. So Sankutina, Samravina, and so on. So Abhividhihi, Abhivyaptihi, Kriya Gunabhyam, Kartsnyena Sambandha, Sampurna Rupena from all sides. Abhividhau Gamyamane Dhatoho Bhave Inun Pratyaha Sankutinam. So burning from all sides, Samravinam, shouting from all sides, making noise from all sides, Sandravinam, flowing from all sides. So you take the dhatu and you say Abhividhi. Basically, the same action is being done from all sides. अभिविधौ इति किं? संकोटः, संद्रावः, सम्रावः, अभिविधि नास्ति च तस्य सूत्रस्य प्रयोगः न भवति. भावे इति वर्तमाने पुनः भावग्रहणं वासरूपविधेः निरासार्थं तेन घञ् प्रत्ययः न भवति, क्त अपि न भवति. ल्युटा तु समावेशः इष्यते. ल्युट् तु अवश्यं भवति. Why? Because sankutanam is a form that Bhashyakara certifies. How do you justify all this, circus? Krityalyuto bahulam. Tat katham. So once you say Vasurupa Vidhi is not there, then you say Ta is not there, but Lut is there. What kind of circus you are playing with? Krityalyuto bahulam will justify everything. So Abhividau Bhava Inuna. Now you can see, I can go fast on this because everything resonates with what we have learned in the previous Prakriya. So same things are to be applicable over here. Aninunah Aninunah. Somebody is saying, what is the meaning of uh, nirasartham? Where is that word? Vasurupa nirasartham. Vasurupa vidhi na bhavet. Vasurupa vidhi should be shut down. Iti tasya prayojanam. Iti arthaha. And then on the inun pratyaya, you have to add ana. So ana inunaha abhividau bhava inuna tadanta swarte ana iti pratyaya bhavati. So sankutinam. So that's exactly the prakriya. If you just add in, if you forget adding a, then it will be sankutin. But that's never the form. You cannot use this form. You cannot add a vibhakti pratyaya on the top of it. You have to add the tadhita samnika ana pratyaya. Sankutin plus a. Ana is the most common tadhita pratyaya. So anytime you don't remember what is a tadhita pratyaya, there are chances that it will be ana. So sankutin plus ana, that's a. Sankutin adivruddhi sankutina iti rupam siddhati. So the takeaway for today's class is that whatever krut pratyayas we studied today, they have to come along with the corresponding tadhita pratyaya. There are two krut pratyayas, nacha and inuna. Each of them has a corresponding krut pratyaya, tadhita pratyayas. Nacha comes along with aya, or on the nacha you have aya, on inuna you have ana. And these are all both sequential sutras. So in the tadhita prakaranam also, these two sutras are sequential. If you look at this, look at this. Ranachastriyam aya and Aninnunaha. Both of them are sequential in the Tadhita Prakaranam also, and their corresponding counterparts in the Krudanta Prakaranam are also sequential. So we have seen both these sutras. One last slide, Bhashyam, but again, I'll just run through it. Basically, he's explaining the same point over here, that uh, madhyepavadaha purvan vidhin badhante nottaran. So this is what I mentioned earlier. So if you apply this paribhasha, then inud will only block the ghaya, but because the vasarupa vidhi has been completely blocked, it's blocking everything else. So napumsake bhave ityasya anantaramidam vaktavyam. So essentially he's saying that napumsake bhave ktaha इत्यपि प्रत्ययः न भवति इति तत्र conclusion अस्ति. So I don't want to go in the details of what Kayyata and Nagesha is saying. Just one line. So ktasya badhakaः खलर्थाः. So kta pratyase ye badhakaः तान् अपि अयं बाधते. So भिन्नान् प्रत्ययान् तत्र अयं बाधित्वा अयमेव प्रत्ययः भवति इति तत्र आशयः. So again, I'm going to leave this bhashya out for people to study on their own. I wanted to tease these, but again, I don't want to stretch beyond the designated time limit. So those of you who are interested can go ahead with this. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. But at this stage, both these bhashas are extremely simple. Actually, you should be able to understand on your own. Uh, that's it, I think. So samapayamaha. Let's see the exercise over here. So today we finished the two sutras, karma vyatihare nachastriyam and abhividhau bhava innuna. तत्र अभ्यासः संक्षेपेण उत्तराणि लिखत. कर्म व्यतिहारेण च स्त्रियामिति सूत्रं स्त्र्यधिकारात् बहिः किमर्थम्. I have explained this. अभिविदौ भाव इनुण इति सूत्रे भावग्रहणस्य किं प्रयोजनम्. I explained. व्यावहासी तथा व्यतिपाकः द्वयोः अपि प्रक्रियां विलिख्य भेदं स्पष्टीकुरुत. So vyavahasi is the nacha pratyaya, vyatipaka is the ghaya pratyaya. It is in the masculine form. So that I have explained. Na karma vyatihare iti sutrasya prayojanam. That part I explained, that it's going to block the aich agama. And karma vyatihare nachastriyam sutra bhashye vidyamanasya सिद्धम तु प्रकृते स्त्री ग्रहणे नजग्रहणम निजग्रहणम च इति वार्तिकस्य विषये नागेशाभिप्रायं स्पष्टीकृत. So I have not taught this vartika in details, but explanation of Nagesha, that he is basically trading, that you are saying bahulam, I am saying bahulam, so let's stick to krutya to bahulam and then move that sutra, and therefore this vartikam is acceptable, is the Nagesha's view. That's all that I want you to explain over here. So that is first question. Second question, यथा पृष्टम एकवाक्येन प्रयोजनं वर्णयत. So णच प्रत्यय णकार ग्रहणस्य प्रयोजनम, इनुण प्रत्यय णकार ग्रहणम, अण प्रत्यय तद्धित सम्यके अण प्रत्यय णकारः. So that's तद्धितेषु चामादेः. णच प्रत्यय चकार ग्रहणम, so that's विशेषणार्थः. तद्धित सम्यके अय प्रत्यय यकार ग्रहणम, again तद्धितेषु चामादेः. So these are all questions for today. So that's it. On time, samapayamaha adyatana varge. Maybe I omitted the bhashya part, but it was not there in the presentation till yesterday. Today morning, I was thinking that I might be finishing the course class fast, so I added these two extra slides on bhashya. But thankfully, we are on time. Don't worry, I'll not ask any questions related to the bhashya in the homework. It's always good to have something extra for those who are advanced students who are interested in exploring more and more. For others, even if you have studied whatever I teach in the class, that's enough. One interesting update, thanks to Vijay Kumarji, he has done such an amazing work. What he did was, for each sheet, he actually added the reference to the PPT also, where that each sutram, where that particular sutram has been taught. So now we have the YouTube link, video link, and you have the PPT link. So for example, if you want to discuss, if you want to remember Vadasupik capture, just go to slide 38, PPT 38 slide 12 and PPT 41 slide 6. Take the printout of them and you have all the material for Vadasupik capture. So for like this, he has done for all the sheets. I have not updated it in the master copy, but I should be able to do it in a day or two. So, and he has also helped to add the video links for various sheets. So many other sheets, sheet number I think 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's adding the video link for all these sheets. So very useful work. So this work is the one that actually improves the usability of all these sheets by significant extent. So Samapayamaha, I have already mentioned in the email also that we have one extra class this Saturday morning. And it is, I'm sorry, I know two classes is already too much, but I want to finish the course. We have exams scheduled on 1st of August. I want to finish it at least by 15th of July. So I want to take one extra class. And this Bhavadhikara is running for God knows how long. So I need two more classes for finishing Bhavadhikara. In tomorrow's class we will study, so now we have studied everything till upper end of upper pratyaya. So in tomorrow's class we will study this ti, athuch, nang, nan, all these pratyas we will study in tomorrow's class. And then on Saturday morning we will study ki, ta, and lut. So remaining sutras we have divided it into two sections, one part on Friday and one part on Saturday. By Saturday we should be able to finish sheet number 8, and then next week onwards we will start with Strilinga Vachi Pratyaya sheet number 9. सो इत्यलं समापयामः श्वः पुनरेकवारं नियमितरूपेण कक्षा भविष्यति। अष्टाध्ये जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। शब्दब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यविदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमष्टाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। धन्यवाद।